The Harvey Street Kids Season 1. So, this is a comedy that follows three girls that call themselves the Harvey Street Girls. And it's Lotta, the big, kind hearted soul, Dots, the smart, sophisticated, fashion forward one, and Audrey, the wild card, fun loving, crazy one. So, this show, like I said, is a comedy similar to a lot of other shows that follows kids in their own kind of world. Kind of like Ed, Edd and Eddy, Hey Arnold, Clarence, and Craig of the Creek. They live, it follows kids who would normally live in a normal world. There's like no grown-ups around, and everything's more exaggerated than it should be. Like Halloween is scarier and more intense. Creating a friendship bracelet is a lot more work than just making a simple bracelet. Things like that. So like I said, it takes things that kids normally do, just playing games, bike racing, and it exaggerates them. Like I said, I named plenty of examples, and I have to say, I really enjoyed this show. I thought it was really funny and fun, which is surprising because, like I said, there are a lot of shows that are similar like this, or animated shows that follow kids in their exaggerated world, and sometimes these shows tend to copy storylines, so not necessarily copy, but they repeat storylines because there's only so many things you can do. So, hey, maybe they're playing kickball and it's a story about kickball, and it's like, well, I've seen it before, but they do a good job of making a lot of original stories. Like, my personal favorite one is when they get tired of nighttime, so Audrey and the rest of the gang decide to make eternal daylight, so they get a bunch of lights and they just make it sunny all the time. And it eventually drives the other kids to get so tired that they pretty much become zombies. And the Harvey Street Girls have to use Snuggies to pretty much to stop them. It's a really hilarious episode. It was my favorite episode of the season. But they do stories like that. Something that you think you know where they're going to go with the story. And they just go in a completely different direction, which is something I really appreciated. Like I said, it's really comedic and really funny. A lot of great episodes. I love the characters. There's a lot of weird, unique ones. Pink Eye, Tiny. My favorite one is the bow. It's this weird, strange, mysterious girl who wears a giant bow and has like this shark teeth type smile. I absolutely love her. I love the weird characters like that. Like, she will just pop up out of nowhere and just be creepy and weird, and I absolutely love it. I love characters like that. But of course, our three main characters are just as lovable. They're awesome. Similar to Ed, Edd and Eddy, they're three to a group, which usually is kind of like Craig and the Creek. But unlike Ed, Edd and Eddy, everyone in the block pretty much loves them. Whenever something needs to be accomplished or someone needs help, they always go to the Harvey Street Girls. And it's good to see that. They're just these three girls who love to have fun together. Sometimes they're out helping someone, sometimes they're just together having a good time, and it's really fun. They make a real good team, and it's fun seeing them. And their voice actors are also really good. Like, the voices match them, and it's fun to see them go through their little adventures. And I absolutely love this world, their whole setup. It feels like it has a personality of its own, and it's just weird and quirky. Like, they have a mud puddle that never goes away, a climbing tree, a trading tree, a bunch of raccoons run wild and cause trouble a lot of the time. They're kind of like this like rival gang for some reason. It's hilarious. There's a ton of parrots everywhere, which I love. So the parrots, instead of like, there's regular birds, but the parrots cause trouble as well, which is really awesome and fun. Like I said, it's this fun, creative world, which is something I really appreciated. You get a sense that there was a lot of thought put into this, and it's not just focused on the kids. And every once in a while, we do see adults. They might not play a big part in the show. They're just kind of like right there, like a construction worker with a leaf blower or something. So adults are there, but you never see the parents or anything like that, just like in those other shows. Except for like Hey Arnold, of course you see the adults and everything. There's no mention of school. It's just a bunch of kids having fun. And like I said, this kind of cartoon has been done before, but they make it unique and original, which I really appreciate, and it's really hilarious. There's plenty of episodes where I was just laughing because I thought they were fun and funny, because these characters have great personalities, which is something I really appreciate. And this animation is top notch. It looks good. It's nice and clean and simple, but it really works for what they're going with. This is based off a couple of comic series, and Audrey, she was a cartoon character in the past. I don't think Dots or Loda had their own cartoon series, but I know they were comic book characters. So it's cool to see them revive, because I didn't really know anything about these characters, but I looked it up and they actually have an interesting past. So if you want to look them up, if you're a big fan of animation, I really recommend that. So this first season is great. I love it. I can't wait to watch more episodes. It's just a fun comedic show, which I really enjoyed. And I give it a 9 out of 10. It's that enjoyable. I really, like I said, I had fun. It was nice, comedic, great characters, just a whole lot of fun from beginning to end, which is something I really appreciate. Because sometimes, I love comedy, but sometimes these shows can be bad comedic. And there's some gross out humor in this show. It's not too bad, but it's fine. It's not over the top. It's fine. You can watch it on Netflix right now. 13 episodes. The 13 episodes are divided in half, like any other cartoon show. They're like 12 minutes long or 13 minutes long, something like that. Half episodes combined to make a whole episode. So a lot to watch. So really 13 episodes is about 26 episodes if you want to count it that way. So there's a lot of content there. So I really recommend it. If you're a fan of animation, if you're a fan of those kind of weird slice of life kid shows that are more exaggerated, if you know what I mean, like I said, Clarence, or any of the other shows like Craig of the Creek, just fun, cool shows. It's fun. So if you watched it, what did you think? Did you think it was a good show? Did you think it was a bad show? This is another DreamWorks cartoon, so this is another hit for me, I think. Something that I really like. They've been doing a lot of great stuff with Netflix, and something I really appreciate. Let me know in the comments down below what else you would like to see them revive. You know, I think they own Popeye, or is that Universal? Not too sure. They own a lot of characters, like Rocky and Bullwinkle. They bought a lot of them throughout the years, so they can revive a lot of older cartoon properties, which is something I really appreciate. Like I said, let me know down in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out. Whoop. Hey, if you like this video, we have several other awesome videos you can check out. And again, thanks for watching.